Ciao, ciao, dosto. कैसे हो आप लोग? Welcome to a brand new video. And in this video, I'll be speaking about Italy, the Azzurri, or जो Italian में हम बोलते हैं the Nazionale, the national team. So if you're an Italy fan, if you're an international football fan, do watch the video till the end. My name is Ajay Menon. I create content around football, cricket, and other sports, but I focus mainly on Serie A, Italian football, and of course, my beloved Roma. But this video is all about Luciano Spalletti's Italy. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So guys, कल रात को Italy lost a home game to France by 3-1. Disappointing defeat on the night, but overall I think Italy can be pretty happy about the Nations League campaign. Luciano Spalletti को ये job मिला था. यूरो 2024 में इतना इम्प्रेस नहीं किया था, बट इन दिस नेशंस लीग कैंपेन इटली हैव बीन डिसेंट एंड फाइनली इट लुक्स लाइक स्पेलेटी हैज फाउंड अ सिस्टम दैट वर्क्स एंड होपफुली दैट कैन टेक इटली टू द वर्ल्ड कप. सो Italy finished second in this group, in the Nations League group. So that means that Italy will either face the likes of Spain or Portugal or one of the bigger teams, Germany as well, in the quarterfinals of the Nations League. Lekin, the best part is that Italy will be a top seed in the World Cup qualifying rounds when it comes to UEFA. And that is a big, big bonus because Italy have missed out on 2 World Cups. 2018 Russia, 2022 Qatar. Italy have missed out, and even उसके पहले भी 2014 में group stage exit था, 2010 में group stage exit था. So it's been a while since Italy balled at the World Cup, and that was basically in 2006 when Italy won it. And I was just a 19-year-old in my prime supporting Italy back in the day. So it's been a while since Italy made it to the World Cup, and Spalletti's first assignment was to basically ensure that Italy are seeded well and have an advantage when it comes to World Cup qualifiers. And मैं बोला कि यूरो 2024 में थोड़ा एक एक्सपेरिमेंट था. I think Spalletti over experimented in my opinion, and hence Italy could not really go far in the tournament. But in the Nations League campaign, he's found that balance, and a very impressive win away in France was achieved, and of course beating Belgium as well. Not an easy team to beat, but Italy did well, barring this defeat against France. But once again, I think Spalletti over-tinkered a bit because Vicario and the set-piece defending really wasn't great, and France scored from 3 dead ball situations. So Donnarumma, he is the leader. He starts for Italy any day. And Donnarumma जब इटली का जर्सी पहनता तो उसमें माता आ जाती. He plays very well compared to what he plays for his club team. So I trust Gigio Donnarumma with the captain's armband and the gloves, of course. So does Spalletti, and hence that is set. The 3-man back line is now what Spalletti is going to go for, and decent options to choose from. Of course, उसका बेटा है Di Lorenzo जो हमेशा start करेगा, but you also have Buongiorno, who was the Italian Serie A Defender of the Year, and he's moved to Napoli under Antonio Conte, really doing well for Napoli. And of course you have Bastoni and Calafiori also as options. So I think the 3-man backline is the way to go. And wing backs may I think Italy have some decent options, the likes of Cambiaso and Savona, who's emerging from the UA ranks, and of course Federico Di Marco on the left. He is probably the best wing back in the world at this point of time. Excellent form, peach of a left foot, and of course when he plays he makes a lot of difference for Inter, his club, as well as for the national team. So I think wing back wise we are sorted. Italy ka jo midfield hai, that is where I feel that we have a lot of different options in terms of midfielders, different profiles. But the likes of Nicolo Barella is there. Sandro Tonali is back from his suspension, slotted in very well. And of course Davide Fratesi है जो Italy के लिए काफी prolific रह चुका है Spalletti के लिए. He's been scoring goals for fun for Luciano Spalletti's Italy. So apart from that, of course, he's given a lot of youngsters a chance, like Rovella, like Daniel Maldini, an attacking choice. And hopefully my Roma boys also come well. Lorenzo Pellegrini. Unfortunately, Pellegrini has been played out of position. He's not been in the best form for Italy, but I'm sure that he'll bounce back. But midfield-wise, in that center of the park, there are options. I do not want to see Jorginho in 2024 or 25 or 26 ever. I think Italy need to move ahead from Jorginho and that midfield. Unfortunately, Marco Verratti जैसा एक excellent regista अभी तक Italy में नहीं है, but ठीक है. As a unit, I think the midfield is okay. अटैक की अगर मैं बात करूं तो यू हैव रेतेगी हु इज इन ग्रेट फॉर्म. Scamacca was in decent form for Atalanta before his ACL. Really couldn't light up the Euros per se, but I feel that Scamacca, once he's back, he'll be firing across all cylinders as well. Moise Kean has been doing very well for Fiorentina. I think he deserves a good shout. Raspadori from the bench is a decent option. So apart from that, Spalletti has also been brooding in a lot of youngsters into the Italian fold, and you see the likes of Nicolo Pisilli from Roma, Destiny Udogi, जो Spurs का left back है अभी, Comuzzo जो Fiorentina का center back है, he's a decent option also. Overall, I think Spalletti has got one eye on the World Cup qualification, because that's where I think Italy need to kind of make a statement. They need to come back into that World Cup qualifying mold. Otherwise, it'll be a disaster if Italy don't qualify for their third consecutive World Cup. So I see a lot of balance between youth and experience. Spalletti blending in these, youngsters and getting them exposure at this point of time in the Nations League, to kind of earn their stripes and integrate with the rest of the team. बहुत सारे ऐसे प्लेयर्स हैं जो विल्डरनेस में है आज के टाइम में, जैसे कि निकोलो ज़ानियोलो है. इफ ही हैज अ गुड सीजन मे बी नेक्स्ट ईयर, देन मे बी ही कुड बी पार्ट ऑफ द इटालियन नेशनल टीम सेटअप. ऑफ कोर्स सेंटर बैक्स की मैं बात करूँ तो फेडेरिको गाटी भी है. होपफुली Gianluca Mancini also recovers some form. He was in a rich vein of form when he was last called up, but unfortunately this season, none of the Roma players have any form apart from Piselli. So the base is set. I think Retegui and Scamacca are decent strikers to lead the line, and of course you have the emergence of Camarda from Milan, who is just 16-17 years of age. So I feel that maybe in a year or two he would also be an option for the Italian national team, the senior team. And if he does well, if he gets consistent minutes over the next season, this season and the next season, in the course of that, I think even he will earn a call up to the World Cup, provided if Italy make it. So abhi रास्ता काफी लंबा है, but Italy have at least done a favor to themselves by getting that seeded spot. Now we await the qualifying World Cup qualifying draw, but it looks like it'll be slightly better than the previous campaigns, and hopefully Spalletti can carry on this Nations League form into that qualifying phase and get those results and finally qualify for the World Cup. Because एक तो वर्ल्ड कप यूएस में हो रहा है, वहां पे यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ इटालियन इमिग्रेंट पॉपुलेशन ओवर देयर. इट विल बी सो ऑसम टू सी इटली प्ले in those arenas. I'm sure that all those games where Italy are playing will feel like home games, because that's the support that Italy have. Recently, Italy had gone to the US to play a couple of friendlies, and आपने देखा कि उसमें जो crowd था, the home support was immense towards Italy, because Italy was the designated home side. But you saw people travel from all across the US to come to see their game. So I think Spalletti has got his work cut out here. I'm at least happy that he's got his system up and running. He's not tinkering way too much. He's not overthinking it, because having followed Spalletti's career, he does tend to overthink. He does tend to overanalyze, and doesn't really use the simplest option available. And Spalletti का एक है कि काफी stubborn भी है वो, so थोड़ा stubbornness उसके ऊपर आना चाहिए, because I think the larger picture over here is Italy's qualification into the World Cup. Because as I said earlier, without Italy, in this World Cup, it would be a disaster for the whole country, for the whole football setup, and the stakeholders that are involved in Italian football. But that's it for this video. What did you make of Italy's Nations League campaign? Leave a comment below. Who do you think would be the future stars that we need to watch out for? And do you feel that Italy may miss the bus for the World Cup third time in a row? I hope that doesn't happen, but if you think it can happen, leave a comment below. I'll reply to all your comments. And अगर आप यहाँ तक आए हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए and support कीजिए. Like the video, share it with all your friends. I'll be back with another video sometime soon. Finally, international break is over and content आता रहेगा. आप बस ट्यून इन करते रहना और ऐसे ही प्यार और सपोर्ट करते रहना. My name is Ajay Menon. You are on my channel, and I'll be back in another video sometime soon. Until then, it's ciao ciao.